I just woke up, slept in a little bit, which I really needed. Haven't had my coffee yet. I need to go do that. But I figured I'd give you a little update on my new pets. If you're new here, I bought this piece of property about 2 years ago. I've been slowly building on it and slowly developing it. And I recently got a big delivery of straw bales because I'll be building a 1,200 square foot straw bale home this year. And the cows ate all of them. And now I'm gonna go make my coffee now. I also live in my van, so I've been living in my DIY van for 5 years. And I love my van. I built my van all by myself and with no experience. And I think that that experience of the struggle and the transformation that occurred when building my own home, that I think is a pretty big reason and catalyst for what I've evolved towards, as far as my passion of building my true home now. Togo has been my love for the last 5 years, so today feels like a really big day. Well, I'm a little concerned. Yesterday, I visited my trees, as I do. A few of them are budding out. And it is January 9th, but it's been so warm. It's been in the 40s almost every day. I'm worried for them. This winter has been almost non-existent. I mean, the nights are occasionally getting down into single digits, and that's really manageable for Akila and I in the van. And we're getting no snow, no moisture. Although today might snow this afternoon. It's a low chance, but it might happen. I've been spending a ton of time in the studio. I'm trying to warm it all up right now because today I'll be spending all day working on this place because I have made the difficult decision to move. It's equally as exciting as it is sad for me. Hi, I am calling to see if you guys have queen mattresses in stock at your store.
Let me page somebody in that department.
As you know, the window on my office side of the studio, it can, it's maneuverable. It can hinge out. This one is fixed. And it's a little wonky, so there's some big gaps. I have so much of my outdoor gear in here. I really need to figure that out. The window is sealed. We are starting off strong. Last year, I went over to James and Doreen's because they have a table saw and ripped these, really it's basically like a 1x1 with this little groove in the middle. And for some reason I thought that I had accidentally destroyed these, but I still have them, which is great. This door, you might have noticed, has not been sealed yet, and it doesn't latch, it doesn't close. This is obviously letting a lot of heat out. Also, I bought all these hooks. These are the only things that I could find as a system for hanging stuff, so I need to figure that out. Actually, that board looks perfect. Okay.
Oh, I do believe the cat in this guy really came to life. With dark streaks on his back and sides, nearly 50 days of labor, it never last peeked through the scope, though. And
woo! It's snowing! Oh, it is cold and snowing. I don't know if that's gonna stay, but I have lock washers and nuts. I'm gonna do on the outside. Do you want to go over here? Look at how big that bed is. I still need to use this space for my like everyday tools that I grab. It just doesn't make sense to go all the way to the shipping container. So I recently cleaned the entire shipping container and organized everything. And I was able to clear off a shelf. And this is perfect. So this can be like coat rack, shoes, tools. These things I want to hang. I don't actually know if something is wrong with those or not. I hardly ever stop moving out here. At any given time, there are 17 things that I could be doing or building or planning, and it is a lot to stay on top of everything. And unfortunately, I only have one of me, but I do wish that I had like 2 of me. 3 of me would be really nice. So keeping my energy up throughout the day so that I can accomplish everything that I want to is really important, which is why I always have Element on hand. Element is a sugar-free electrolyte drink mix that helps you stay hydrated without the sugar or weird ingredients that you can often find in most sports drinks. And when electrolytes are low, it can show up in a lot of different ways, like headaches or cramps or fatigue, brain fog, or just kind of crashing in the middle of your day.
And of course, I want to give a huge thank you to Element for supporting my channel and for sponsoring this video.
I kind of treat my training time as just like a pause from other things that need to get done. I'm in my shipping container gym right now, and I like to pair it with my Element. But each stick pack of Element has a meaningful dose of electrolytes with no sugar. It also has no artificial colors, and it's built around research showing us that optimal hydration requires more sodium than we traditionally thought. And it's especially great if you're really active, or if you're lifting or sweating a lot, if you live in a really dry environment, if you're fasting, if you're eating like a low carb or a very whole food based diet. And it's also delicious. Raspberry is my favorite. And if you want to try it, you can get a free 8-count sample pack of Element's most popular flavors with any purchase at drinkelement.com/Linnea. And there's no risk if you try it and you don't love it. Element has a no questions asked refund policy. Easy peasy. And now I am going to lift, and my goal is to finish my workout and drink all of this Element by the time I'm done. And then get back to work. Okay, my door latches. You have sawdust on your face. You got sawdust on your face. I'm sorry. Love you. Okay. Alright, so these are gonna go like this. Actually, I think I'll do this top one first. Let's do this one. 30 3/8. Okay, this is the seal that I got, and I think it should work great. Oh, I didn't even check to see if this would fit. Oh my gosh, why is it so hard? Okay. Look at that beautiful thing. At the tippy top. Like that. Right, okay, great. Great. Okay. Woo! That's awesome! Oh, that works so well. Now I need to do the other ones. Hell yeah. Okay, I will be right back. Hi, Mom.
Hey, where are you?
I am in the studio right now. I'm putting my door seal into the wood frame, and so my studio door will be fully sealed off.
Very good.
Yeah.
I've just been thinking about all the stuff that's going on with you, and I just wanted to check and see how you're doing.
Ooh, this looks so good. Oh, that just looks so good. Okay. Wow, look at how nice that looks. Okay, the door is sealed. The studio feels really good so far. Now, my hope is to figure out what can fit in there. I'm heading to a store about an hour away to just gather some items, and my plan also is to stop at a thrift store, and we'll just see what I can find at the thrift store first, because I think reusing is better than buying new all the time, except for a mattress. Anytime I've ever thought about transitioning out of the van, I just get this big pit in my stomach, and it feels like a lot of grief comes up, and it's a tough thing to consider. And I've been told by so many people that it's time to move out of the van, or when are you gonna find something different, or why would you still be living in a van this simple 5 years later? And the reality is just that I love my van.
I built my van myself. It has taken Akila and I to so many beautiful places all around the country. It is truly everything that Akila and I need. So nothing up until this point has felt right as far as transitioning out of the van. And I think that this situation is probably the best case scenario for me because it actually doesn't feel like I'm moving out. The van will be kept exactly the way it is, except for probably some clothes that I'll move out of my cupboard. I'll still be living in the van and traveling in it and sleeping in it anytime that Akila and I are off the property. But what this really allows for is for Akila and I, number one, to have more space. And then number two, so we don't have to heat two places during winter. It also allows me to jump in the van and leave easily at any time when I forget materials or when I need new things for projects. Having the studio more like cozy and homey will also allow more space for me to have visitors for when my mom comes out and visits or when I have a group of friends here. And then we have a place to hang out and drink coffee and be warm.
How do I want to do this? Perfect.
The whole intention of building the studio was to have a place to work and to do art. So half of the studio is set up for work with a little cozy reading corner, and then the other half was to be like a pottery and drawing studio. And the reality is that I don't have time for art. I do not have time for pottery. I barely have time to read a book front to cover because I am building a house and also running a business. So I think this was also a great practice of just letting go of some of my intentions and instead allowing my life and the reality of where my energy needs to be placed to like mold my surroundings and my needs and kind of give up the rigidity there. So rather than this being an art studio right now, this will become a cozy little home. And in future years, I can then transition the space into an art studio when I really have the time and energy and heart to put into that.
It's time to start something new. We can change what we choose.
Would you have another piece of this? You could just put it there, and that would be a lot of support too. Or you can.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Last night, Jack dropped off the drawers, which I so appreciate. Drawers do take a lot of like mental energy and measuring, and they're a very tedious project, and I'm really grateful that I didn't have to do them. It was hard for me to give up that project, but I'm working with limited time, so overall I'm just really grateful that he was willing to help. Still more work to do. I need to do faces. I need to figure out how I want to do the bed slats, the actually like assembly, and I think that if all goes well, whatever, we're not gonna consider if all goes well right now. We're just gonna work.
Until I never knew the right word. These eyes are never open. every day before you I was holding out. If you want the stars, I can pull them down. Baby, in my arms, you'll be safe and sound.
The bed frame pieces are still a little bit tacky, but I just don't want to wait anymore. So I'm gonna see how this goes. What are we gonna do? I can start here. So since I have to still put the faces on this drawer, and I used the 1x for the faces, so I want this to be sticking out 3/4 of an inch. My faces then should be flush. On the side without the drawers, I'm using these, which will be fine. It's just a platform, so it's not, you know, like the ground is, it doesn't need more than this. Okay, that's awesome. The frame is assembled, which I think it is perfect. So let's just go ahead and we'll do 80. Okay. Okay, yes, I have a plan.
But don't think twice, it's alright.
Woohoo! Perfect. These faces, they're great. They're perfect. They're gonna work beautifully. The only thing that I don't want to deal with is them like being too close to the ground. So I could rip like 1/4 inch off the bottom, or I could just lift them slightly, which bothers me a little bit, but I don't actually think that anybody will see that particular corner. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That way they'll slide really nice. I think that's great. I think I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. That's the only thing you can do in life. Where are my screws? Okay. Do you want to see this first drawer? You have to look at this. Oh shit, it touches the floor. Wait, Akila, come back in a little bit. Drawer slides are really loose. It's great until the drawer itself. What? Why? Why are you doing that? Right now, this is not the time to be a perfectionist, Linnea. Moving on. Maybe I should do the far one and then I'll center the middle. Yeah. Gorgeous. beautiful. This is a success. I really should be doing my plumbing. Why so hard? What goes this way? Like that? Whoa.
Right when the sun comes up and down around the time. Running around looking for answers to questions at all. Here's a few. You think her death bullets left her.
Oh, so tall, stretchy across that river. I can hear them bullfrog croaking.
Hello, good morning. It's actually not morning. It's afternoon now. I just spent all morning running errands in town. And this is actually one of the reasons why I think moving into the studio is a good idea, because with everything that I'm doing, all of the projects that I have, I am constantly running into town. I'm constantly running errands. I'm constantly problem solving. And it has been quite exhausting to like clean up my house, go into town, come back, reset my house up, or restart the fire, or have to put my fire out to drive, and do that every single day. Whereas now with this space, it can just be home, you know? But I'm not actually moving out of the van, as far as like, I'm not taking things out. I'll take a lot of my clothes and whatnot, but I want it to be ready at any moment to, I mean, I'm still probably gonna want to sleep in there at times, and like, I still travel and go on adventures, so I'm not like closing the van down, but moving in here, I suppose, more. Oh, I'm really excited about those. Wait, what's in the other box? I'm really excited about this because I can finish making my bed, and then Akila can try it out and tell me what she thinks. Hold on, we're gonna finish making this, and then you can try it out, okay? And then you can see if you like it, okay? Yeah, it's so exciting. I will admit that I am a little nervous. Oh, sorry, honey. Do you want to see what's in here? I'm a little nervous about, like, this transition for Akila. It's like hardly a transition at all, but I can't like express how much she loves the van. In these days that I've been doing all of this work to try to make this a home, she'll just come in and check on me, but after a few minutes in here, she waits by the door and she wants to go and be in the van. So she'll be sleeping in the van, lounging on the bed, just hanging out in there all by herself. My goal is to make this so cozy for her too, that she like wants to be in here. If you remember the early days of the van, I had a deep red comforter and I loved it. I love deep red. I think it's like the coziest, color to sleep in. Wait, what? Wait, we're not ready for you to test the bed yet. Do you like this color? You're gonna look beautiful on this color. Okay. Akila, do you want to come try the bed? Good job! Oh my God. Do you like it? Do you like it?
When the bills are piling up,
Yeah, good girl. Do you like it?
she'll lay me down and I'll
Good
forget.
job. You like this bed?
Fragile as a flower, pretty as a pearl. She's my good time girl.
He's a little wiped out.
When the
You
sun
like it?
comes up, it's beating through my The light pounds hard against my head. And I feel her warm breath blowing on my elbow. Who's been sleeping in my bed? Fragile as a flower, pretty as a pearl.
Now
She's
ready
my
for winter
good
officially. Yikes.
I've seen a million girls, and I've
Obviously
kissed
these
them
windows are huge, which not only means sunlight, but also when it's really cold out, it's gonna release a lot of heat. So I got insulated curtains. Ooh, okay, okay.
She's my good time. Fragile as a flower, pretty as a pearl. She's my good time.
Whoa, it looks like a house. Oh, wow, that looks so nice. Oh. Wow, that adds a lot of height too. Oh my god, I just love it. So many days of work went into just making this a bit more finished and cozy and home-like. And I'm really having a great time with it all. At this point, I feel as though like 2/3 of it is done, and that is all I have the time for this week. And I think in just a few days I'll be able to like actually finish this whole transition, and I guess I live in a tiny home now. And I need to do that before I can trim out the window. Oh my gosh! I just tripped on this. It's Akila's vertebrae. I really need to poop. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell? Oh my god. No, it should definitely go like this. No, it should definitely go like this. Oh my god! Why is it so hard to push in here? Everything is gonna be okay. Or do I just still cook outside? Maybe I still just cook outside. Oh my gosh, don't worry about that right now. Just build your bed frame. I would like to do... This is overexposed. How crooked does that look to you?
I never knew what love was until I held you. I never knew the right words until